I went to Norman's home to get him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in really, really rough shape. Norman wasn't walking. He didn't really have any family support.
So Galena Nursing Center's Kathy Porter took Norman Manning under her wing and developed a personal relationship that he says was a catalyst in changing his life. At Galena Nursing Center, the staff's focus on person-centered care helps encourage a sense of individuality that residents say makes them feel more at home.
What we mainly do is focus on the individuality of the people that we serve, getting to know them on a very personal level and embracing them for who they are, helping them maintain who they are.
Take Howard Bruner, who has loved gardening his whole life. When Galena staff learned of his passion, they set Howard loose in the backyard.
He wished he could have a garden like he used to. He always talked about his garden and his farming, and I said, well, Howard, you got a whole backyard. I mean, go farm it. And he did.
I like to work. I worked hard all my life. I never did anything else but work. And after you work all your life, it's hard to stop.
And when you're busy doing things you like to do, you don't always think about the things that might be ailing you, or maybe that you're not home where you'd rather be.
Perhaps nothing helps people feel more at ease than their pets. And while some facilities may shy away from them, Galena staff understands that need. That's why they brought in a litter of puppies for Leroy Hoff to pick from. Leroy named him Blackie and says he's grateful for the staff's understanding of his love for pets.
I appreciate what they've done for me. I appreciate they let me have little Blackie also. I love all animals.
For some residents, just getting out and about makes them feel a little more independent. Bill Cakel walks unassisted to the nearby Dairy Queen nearly every day. Carla says she knows some facilities might not allow their residents that freedom, but she knows it's better for Bill's overall well-being.
I don't think it's really about Dairy Queen. I can make him a chocolate milkshake here just like he gets down there. I think it's just that he can.
I don't know why they have such rigid regulations at the other nursing homes. I don't see why they do that. It'd be nice if everybody could get out and walk and go places like I get to do.
For Norman, getting out and about means keeping an eye on the everyday happenings around the nursing center. Norman worked as a newspaper journalist for many years and still has a passion for telling stories. So when the staff took Norman to get a computer and a camera, he responded with a daily newsletter for the nursing center. After a bout with cancer, Norman lost the use of his voice. But through his newsletter, he still has a voice. In fact, he may be the resident most heard from.
Constantly on a day-to-day basis, he's out kind of scouring the facility and looking around, trying to see what's going on, and then he takes that and puts it to use. It means a lot to these residents that they have that, so it makes them feel needed. It gives them a chance to use his artistic ability. People have to feel needed.
I tell you, Norman did a really wonderful thing for me here 4 or 5 months ago. I was nominated by Norman for CNA of the Year, and he wrote an awesome letter about me and things I had done for him. Gosh, I would start crying. And I was runner-up because of Norman.
Norman's letter chronicled his time with Kathy and detailed the personal relationship that eased his transition.
Kathy was there for me, literally, as she helped me pick up at my house from the first day I came to Galena Nursing Center 2 years ago, and has been there ever since.
Norman and Kathy say they normally share a joking friendship with a mild ribbing now and again. But Norman put that aside in this letter to convey his true opinion of her.
To make what I could turn into a long story necessarily short, Kathy has been good to me as well as for me, and I have made and am making this sharp turn in life. She has gone above and beyond the call of her duties, and is a credit to the GNC facility, in particular the entire caregiving field in general. I only hope that these letters of nominations are kept secret from the nominees. Otherwise, my dear friend might find out what I really think of her behind all the joking around, and that is that she is top-notch and richly deserving of the honor of CNA of the Year. even though she's a Chicago Cubs fan.
It's just one example of the countless ways in which person-centered care can positively impact a resident's experience. The staff members at Galena Nursing Center say that focus helps develop a sense of community and ultimately makes residents feel more at home.
Each administrator has to find some way to personalize with their elders and their facility and their staff. And you're going to get a similar result. People are going to feel good. That's all we're trying to do.